Hey, welcome. This is Nick Brown, and thanks for visiting the Edge of Network Marketing. Welcome back. I have a question for you. Have you heard the phrase, it's easier to build fast than slowly in network marketing? Whether your upline has said it, or your trainer, or you've heard it from the stage. Have you heard that question? Well, I want to talk to you briefly today about that phrase and why it actually is true. So let's jump into it. It's easier to build fast in network marketing than slowly because of two main things: excitement and momentum. And you may have heard momentum referred to as Big Mo, right? Or Cousin Mo. I like how Darren Hardy talks about momentum. Momentum is this interesting concept, this interesting abstract concept that you can get a hold of inside your business, your family, your life. Momentum is when things continue to compound on each other. Now, momentum can be good and bad, but in network marketing, if you've experienced momentum, it seems like everything's going well, people are joining regularly, and the speed at which your business happens goes up. That's what momentum does. When a sports team gets the momentum, they get the crowd behind them, the coach is calling all the right plays, they execute, and they continue to score. They continue to outpace their opponent. In network marketing, the same kind of thing happens here. Your check goes up, your attendance at your annual events goes up, the pre-registrations for those kind of things, your customer count goes up, people contact you. That's momentum. Now, in the beginning of your network marketing business, it's much easier to build fast than slowly. So if you're looking at this in the beginning of your network marketing career, I encourage you, instead of trying to space out or pick 20 minutes out of a day or a couple of hours here and a couple of hours there, I encourage you to try to block out a couple of days to crush this with activity. It doesn't matter what the results are, but if you cram your activity, you're hyper-focused on exactly what you want to do to launch your business instead of just starting your business, the rewards that you'll get and the results that you will get, generally speaking, will be better than if you had done the same activity spread out over a week, 2, 3, or even a month in time. I kid you not. So if you know what you need to do or want to do, let's say you have a list of 100 people that you want to contact. If you spread that out over a month versus if you cram that into 75 minutes, an hour, hour and a half, the results you'll get are remarkably different. And it's very interesting how this animal in network marketing works with momentum. But that type of urgency, that type of compressed activity, Tony Robbins calls it massive action. And massive action doesn't happen over the course of a year. Massive action happens right now. And you can take massive action compounded over a year, but we're more talking about consistency and follow-up and follow-through and due diligence and showing up every day. That's what a year does. That's also important, but it's a topic for a different video. So momentum is created when you cram massive action into a small period of time. And the other thing that's really important and lends itself to easier to build fast and slowly is excitement. Your excitement when you're calling people, your urgency. I'll use those two things interchangeably just for this video. You know that they're different, but excitement goes along with urgency so well that they build on each other. If you know you had to contact 100 people and you only had an hour and a half to do it, you would be really, really quick on the phone. You wouldn't catch up with old friends. You wouldn't spend the time talking to people about what they're doing next Thursday. You'd say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm really excited. You need to take a look because you have something else you have to do and you have a deadline to do it. It's a major drawback in network marketing that deadlines, if they exist at all, are artificial. Right? Even if you're working for a promotion at the end of the month or you've been around for a while, you're trying to wrap up a new rank, it's an artificially imposed deadline that doesn't have a drastic impact negatively on you, your business, or your family, or your life if you don't hit it. It's a bad thing for network marketing because the only discipline and the deadlines that are created here are yours. Now, sure, there's a thing on the calendar that says this is going to stop being available if you don't do it after this date. But if you don't do it, who cares? Nobody's going to call you. Nobody's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, give me $1,000 as a fine, right? Like if you don't pay a parking ticket fine by the date that they tell you, there's a ramification for that and it's negative. If you don't do it long enough, they'll suspend your license, they'll tow your car, they'll boot your car if you're in the city, right? You know that there are negative ramifications for that. That's why the deadline is important. But when you give yourself the deadline, you've let yourself off the hook before. In fact, you might have let yourself off the hook this morning with a deadline. Did you get up exactly when you said you were going to? Did you plan to get up? Did you even do that? Did you even give yourself a deadline? So my point here is, with building fast, create urgency and excitement by giving yourself an artificially imposed deadline and stick to it. Then that urgency and that excitement allow you to create more activity in a compressed time period that has a much better chance of creating momentum, or big mo, in your business because you did it right now. Don't spread your work out across the week. Hey, I actually think if you're only going to do this business for 5 hours a week, do it for 5 hours back to back, Mondays from noon to 5, and then be done with it. As opposed to doing 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes here. If you can pull that off, I highly recommend it. Or maybe 2.5 hour blocks. But set up so much work in your block that you have to be urgent, that you have to be excited about getting it done. You have to bring the excitement, by the way. You have to bring the excitement based on why you're doing this, right? Your big why. So I wanted to share that it is easier to build fast than it is to build slowly in network marketing, whether you're first starting out or whether you want to ramp up again right now. Create your list of tasks, the activity that you know you need to do in order to get customers, recruit more people, expose more people to the product or opportunity or service or whatever it is that you do. You know that there are only a couple of income generating activities that you can do. Make sure that you have plenty of capital, people to contact, right? It's the only thing you're going to be doing. You're going to be calling somebody, or you're going to message something, or mailing something out. This isn't a passive thing. You have to go do something. So figure out what that is. Figure out how long you think it's going to take you to do it. Don't give yourself that much time to do it. Put it on your calendar and get at it. So give it a shot. If you like the concept and you're going to do this, give me a thumbs up on the video. Share it with somebody who needs a kick in the pants. Momentum is very real. Urgency and excitement are the way you get there. And once you get there, don't let off the gas. Keep at it. Keep your urgency up. Keep your excitement up. You will continue to have that type of momentum if you keep doing what you did to get there in the first place. So go build fast. Don't build slowly. Launch your business again if you need to. Or if you're watching this inside your first 30 days or 2 months and you haven't crushed your warm market because you did it wrong, start over, call your upline and say, I want to crush this thing. Help me. Get him or her on the phone. Put some time frame on your calendars that you can work together and go get it. It's not going to take you that long. It's really not. It's not going to take you 10 hours. Put aside 3 or 4 and go get it. I wish you the best. My name is Nick Brown. I'm at your service.